Hello everyone, welcome to my channel B&B CBS Gossip 24. After delivering birth, Luna passed away, but Bill thought she may have staged her death once more. The brave and the lovely. Luna lies in the bed, hair damp with sweat, pain written across her face. RJ sits beside her, clutching her hand like it's the only thing anchoring him to earth. Nurse. Vitals dropping. We're losing pressure. RJ. Luna, hey, look at me. You're doing so great, baby, just breathe, okay? Luna. I can't, it's too soon. Dr. Finn, entering fast, throwing on gloves. Let's move, we're going to OR too. Possible placental rupture. RJ, you need to step back. RJ. No, I'm not leaving her. Luna, barely conscious. Don't, let go. The monitors screech. RJ flinches as nurses rush her out. The doors swing shut on Luna's face, pale but determined. Int. Hospital corridor, continuous. Ridge and Steffi run down the hall toward RJ. He looks like he's been hollowed out. Steffi. RJ. What happened? RJ. Something went wrong. Finn took her in, they said she might need surgery. Ridge. All right, listen. Finn's the best. He'll get her through this. RJ stares through the glass window at the red in operation light. The world has shrunk to that one signal. Steffi. You're going to be a father, RJ. Just keep her in your heart. That's all she needs from you now. RJ nods, barely hearing. Int. Waiting room, later. The Spencer and Forrester worlds collide. Bill arrives, all black suit and silent tension. Katie trails a few steps behind. Bill. How is she? RJ, without looking up. They're still in there. Bill. She's strong. Stronger than anyone gives her credit for. Ridge. You didn't come here for her, Bill. You came for the story. Bill. That's a hell of a thing to say when a girl's fighting for her life. Ridge. It's a fair thing to say when it's you. The tension is palpable. Steffi intervenes. Steffi. Not now. Please. Not today. Int. Surgical observation corridor, later. Through the glass, Finn and the team work with precision. A sudden flatline. A flurry of movement. Nurse. Code blue. RJ, watching from the hall, slams a hand against the wall. Steffi pulls him back, voice low but steady. Steffi. She's fighting. Don't give up on her now. RJ, raw. She promised she wouldn't leave me. Camera close on the monitor. Flat line turning to rhythm again. Finn exhales in relief. Finn. We've got her. Stabilize, prep for recovery. Good work, everyone. Outside, RJ drops into a chair, sobbing quietly. Steffi wraps an arm around him as the light on the OR door switches from red to green. Steffi. She's alive. You hear me? She's alive. RJ, quietly. You scared the hell out of me, you know that? He reaches for her hand, brushing his thumb over her wristband. RJ. You once told me you hated hospitals. Said they made you feel small. Well, you don't look small now. You look like the strongest person I've ever met. He swallows hard, voice trembling. RJ, CONT'd. I thought I lost you before I ever got to tell you how much I... He stops, blinking back tears. Luna's eyelids flutter. Her voice is faint but there. Luna. Say it. RJ's head jerks up, she's awake. Her smile is fragile, but real. RJ, relieved, choking out a laugh. Say what? Luna. You know. RJ. That I love you? Luna, weakly. Yeah, that. He laughs through tears, kissing her hand. RJ. I love you, Luna. And I'm never letting you out of my sight again. Camera lingers on her faint smile, serene but distant. Almost detached. The monitor beeps steadily in the background. Steffi steps into the hallway, running into Ridge and Finn. Finn still wears his surgical coat, fatigue written all over him. Finn. The surgery went as well as it could. The baby's in neonatal, stable. Luna's vitals are holding. Ridge. You saved 2 lives today, son. Finn, grateful but uneasy. Thanks. But something about her recovery feels off. Steffi. Off how? Finn. It's not physical. It's in her eyes. Like she's already somewhere else. They exchange worried looks. Int. Hospital waiting area, later. Bill sits alone, his suit jacket off, tie loosened. The bustling hospital feels still around him. Katie approaches, tentative. Katie. You've been here for hours. Bill. I've been thinking. Katie. That's usually dangerous. Bill. Don't start. He glances through the glass window toward Luna's room. Bill, CNT'd. She shouldn't have survived that surgery. By all accounts, she should have coded out. Katie. Finn said she's a miracle case. Bill. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe we're looking at something else. Katie, sighs. You're seeing ghosts, Bill. Bill, soft but sharp. I've seen enough of those to know when one's about to walk out of a hospital. Katie frowns, unsettled. Katie. She just had a child, Bill. Give her peace. Bill. Peace isn't real in this town, Katie. It's a commercial break. Camera close on his face, thoughtful, suspicious, haunted. RJ dozes in a chair. The lights are dim now, only the heart monitor glows. Luna stares, eyes opening. She watches him sleeping, then glances toward the door. The corridor is quiet. She touches the 4 line, tracing it thoughtfully, her hand trembling. Then she reaches for the folded hospital discharge form on the tray, unsigned. Luna, whispering to herself. I'm sorry, RJ. She pulls out her 4 carefully, wincing. Blood beads at her skin. She presses a cloth against it and moves slowly to her bag. She opens it. Inside are baby booties and a photo of her mother. Luna, softly. Mom, if you're out there, you'll understand. Her breathing grows uneven. She steadies herself, pulling on a hoodie from the bag. The monitor beeps irregularly. She takes one last look at RJ, sleeping in the chair, then slips out of the room quietly. Luna walks barefoot down the hall. The nurse's station is unmanned for the moment. She turns down a side corridor toward the exit signs, shadows swallowing her figure. The monitor back in her room flatlines. Alarms blare. RJ bolts upright, disoriented. RJ, shouting. Nurse. Somebody. He rushes to Luna's bed, finding it empty, the sheets tangled. The 4 dangles over the side. Finn bursts in seconds later, followed by Steffi and Ridge. Finn. What happened? RJ. She's gone. Steffi, confused. Gone? As in. RJ. She's not here, Steffi. She was right here, and now she's gone. Finn checks the monitors, eyes darting to the open door. Finn, grim. She didn't flatline. The wires were pulled manually. RJ stares at him, disbelief breaking into horror. RJ. No, she wouldn't just leave. She couldn't even walk. Finn looks at the bed. A hospital bracelet lies beside the pillow, its band cut clean through. Steffi, whispers. She left on purpose. RJ's knees almost buckle. Ridge catches him, steadying him. Ridge. We'll find her, son. We will. Camera pans out slowly on RJ's devastated face as alarms continue in the background. Bill stands behind a desk as a tired security guard scrubs through hours of footage. Bill. Back it up. Right there, that hallway. On the screen, Luna appears in the far corner of a camera frame, wearing a hoodie, one hand pressed to her stomach. She pauses by a side door, then disappears off-screen. Security guard. That's at 7:43 p.m. She never comes back through any exit feed after that. Bill. So either she walked through a wall, or someone helped her. Security guard. Sir, the system loops every 2 hours. If she slipped out during the gap. Bill. Then you're telling me this hospital's blind spot swallowed a girl fresh out of surgery. Bill straightens, tone soft but lethal. Bill, CNT'd. Keep this between us. You release that footage, and I'll have your badge before sunrise. The guard nods nervously. Bill's gaze stays on the frozen frame, Luna half-turned, the hood hiding her face, but the outline unmistakably alive. RJ sits on a bench outside Luna's empty room. Finn and Steffi speak with Ridge a few steps away, their voices low. The baby's faint cry echoes from the nursery down the hall. RJ, to himself. She was right there. I was holding her hand. Bill approaches quietly, the air between them electric. Bill. RJ. RJ. If you're here to blame me. Bill. Not yet. He crouches down, lowering his voice. Bill, Sionteed. Tell me exactly what she said before she went under. Every word. RJ. She said, she loved me. And that she was sorry. Bill. Sorry for what? RJ. I don't know. I thought she meant for scaring me. Bill. Maybe she meant for leaving. RJ looks up, confused. RJ. What are you saying? Bill. I just saw footage. She walked out of here on her own 2 feet. RJ, stunned. That's impossible. She could barely move. Bill. Then she found a reason. Camera close on RJ's face, disbelief, then dawning fear. Steffi signs forms while Rich speaks with a detective from hospital security. Rich. She couldn't have just vanished. There are cameras, nurses. Detective. Cameras have gaps, Mr. Forrester. We'll issue an alert. Steffi, quietly. We can't let the press find out. Not tonight. Rich. Agreed. The last thing we need is another scandal with the Spencer name attached. Bill's voice cuts in from behind them. Bill. Too late. The press already smells blood. They turn. Bill steps forward, holding a printed security still. Bill, Sionteed. Your precious designer didn't vanish, she walked out. Steffi. You have proof? Bill. Enough to know she's not lying in a morgue somewhere. Rich. Why would she leave? Bill. You tell me. Your son was supposed to protect her. Rich stiffens, ready to fight. Steffi steps between them. Steffi. Stop it, both of you. We need to focus on finding her, not tearing each other apart. Bill. Finding her isn't the problem. Understanding her is. He turns, walking down the corridor, his reflection rippling in the glass as the heart monitor alarm from Luna's room beeps faintly in the background, ghostly, repetitive. Soft candlelight flickers over stained glass. RJ kneels alone at the front pew, the weight of the day crashing down. He clasps his hands, voice trembling. RJ. If she's alive, let me find her. I don't care about the rest, the name, the business, any of it. Just, let me see her again. Behind him, a shadow moves. Steffi steps into the chapel, eyes wet. Steffi. Dad's with the detective. Finn's checking with transport. You should go home, get rest. RJ, without turning. How do you rest when half your heart's missing? She kneels beside him, placing a hand on his shoulder. Steffi. You wait. And you believe she'll find her way back. That's what Mom taught me. She smiles faintly, remembering Taylor's calm voice. RJ. And if she doesn't? Steffi. Then you make sure her story isn't written by people like Bill Spencer. They share a silent moment. The chapel light fades to black. Bill exits the elevator, heading toward his car. The concrete walls echo his footsteps. A janitor pushes a cart past him, nodding. Something glints on the ground, a hospital bracelet, cut clean through, identical to the one left in Luna's room. Bill bends down, picks it up. On the inside, faint handwriting in ink, for the life I couldn't protect. Bill, softly. You clever girl. He pockets the bracelet, looks around the empty garage, mind racing. The faint sound of a car engine echoes somewhere far away. Bill, to himself. You out there. And you want me to know it. He looks toward the night beyond the ramp, city lights glimmering like clues. Finn joins Ridge and Steffi. The detective hands them a printed report. Detective. We found a discharge form with Luna's signature. Time-stamped 30 minutes before her monitors went offline. Ridge. You mean she signed herself out? Finn. It's possible. Post-surgery confusion, emotional trauma, she might not have been thinking clearly. Steffi, quietly. Or she knew exactly what she was doing. Her gaze meets Ridge's. Both remember other family disappearances, a legacy of running, hiding, surviving. Int. Bill's car, moving, night. The city passes in reflections on the windshield. Bill drives, phone to his ear. Bill. Wyatt, I want everything pulled, traffic cams, ride-share logs, anything around University Hospital after 7:30. He listens, his expression hardens. Bill, Sionteed. I don't care what it costs. Find her before the Forresters do. He ends the call, jaw tight. The bracelet sits on the passenger seat beside him, glinting under the dash light. His voice is almost tender. Bill, softly. You fooled me once, Luna. Don't make me fall for it again. Camera pans across the sleeping city. The ocean murmurs beyond. On a bench overlooking the skyline sits a woman in a hoodie, face hidden, holding a baby wrapped in a hospital blanket. Only the outline of her bracelet is visible, another one, identical to the one Bill found. She hums a lullaby under her breath, the same tune RJ hummed earlier in the hospital. Luna, whisper, to the baby. Shish, they'll keep you safe now. And he'll find us when it's time. She looks out over the city lights, eyes glistening but resolute. RJ walks the now empty hallway, stopping at Luna's door. The room is dark, only the steady heartbeat of the neonatal monitor audible in the distance. He steps inside, sits on the edge of the bed, clutching the folded blanket she left behind. His voice breaks in a whisper. RJ. Where are you, Luna? He buries his face in the blanket. A faint breeze flutters the curtain beside him, the open window letting in night air. Bill sits alone at his desk, the city skyline glowing behind him. The bracelet lies in front of him next to a printed photo still of Luna from the security feed. His reflection merges with hers in the glass. Bill. You planned this. Every move. You wanted them to think you were gone. He leans back, exhaling, the faintest trace of admiration beneath the anger. Bill, CNT'd. Well, Luna, if you're alive out there, you just started a game I know how to play. He reaches for his phone again, a hunter's glint in his eye. Bill, into phone. Get me every flight out of LA in the last 2 hours. Pause. Bill, CNT'd. We're not looking for a runaway. We're looking for a ghost. Poppy tried the same thing and didn't work out. Will Poppy try to get custody of Luna's child to use it to get to Bill Spencer, Don Diamorne? Poppy Nozawa tried to pass Luna Nozawa off as a Spencer. Poppy Nozawa tried to pass off Luna Nozawa as Bill's daughter. All of Bill's sons believed that Luna was their sister for a while, at least until the truth came out and Luna started making passes at Bill. Luna was convinced that she could become Bill's lover and keep him for herself and put her mother in prison to make Vic happen. Luna even manufactured evidence against her mother and sent her to prison for life. Poppy was held in prison and investigated as a killer while her daughter held Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, prisoner planning to blow her up in a building that was about to be demolished. However, John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, came to her rescue. Bill Spencer plans to get custody of this child. Bill is determined to get custody of this baby to keep it safe from Luna. Bill and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, do not want Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, to have anything to do with this child. Want more of The Bold and the Beautiful? Get updates on the latest news about The Bold and the Beautiful, straight to your inbox. Website. Your email. Subscribe. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. Bill knows that Katie is determined to raise this baby herself. Bill promised that they would be the ones to get this child. However, there are several other people who could be candidates for custody. Will Luna have to fight her mother, as well as Will's mother, Luna's grandmothers, Luna's father and Bill and Katie for this child? Will is the only person attached to this kid that wants no part of it. Who will actually raise this baby when it's all said and done? Poppy Nozawa's record as a parent is horrible. Poppy raised Luna and look how she turned out. Poppy has also wished her own child dead. It is very unlikely that Poppy would ever get custody of this innocent baby. However, that doesn't mean that Bill or Katie would get the child either. As this child's mother, Luna would obviously have some say in where the kid ends up, but would she ever agree with her mother having custody? The truth is that anyone would be better than Poppy or Luna with this baby. Could it end up that Will and Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, would take the baby themselves to keep it from Poppy? Who will get Luna's child in the end? Will this baby even survive?